Hello and welcome. This is JudyAdele, and I'm here to do a music reaction video. Today, we have a request, and this request comes to us from Andy Schnell. This is a $5 YouTube super thanks request, and this is an artist that is new to us. This is from a Norwegian talent show, and it's from 2014, and that is like all I know. I believe it's a younger singer, but that's all I got. So let's check it out.
Hun var den første deltakeren som ble klar for finalen, men nå ventetiden endelig over for 8-åringen som kaller seg en helt vanlig jente. Men til å være en helt vanlig jente så vil jeg I alle fall si at hun har etterlatt seg et helt uvanlig inntrykk så langt I Norske Talenter.
And the curtain is high. Oh, your daddy is rich, and your mom is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the curtain is high. Oh, your dad is rich, and your mom is good looking. So hush, little baby, yeah, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry.
I absolutely want to hear like another couple songs of hers, because what I'm so curious about is what is her style and what is her ability to really pick up on other singers, which is, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, the ability to pick up on other singers and like not only duplicate their sound to an extent. And I'm sorry because I can't remember the person who in my head I'm thinking of who sang that song, the way that she's singing it. That being said, she's got a great tone, and I love the version that she's doing. Like, I love the tone, I love just the sound and the bluesy, and it's a well put together arrangement of that song. So a fabulous job to her, and I'm also just really curious to hear when she sings other things, what does she do with it, or what does she like to do with it? Okay, so I did miss it in the beginning. It did say that she was 8, and I didn't take that in. So I kind of was watching it, wondering where it was going to go, in just the sense of, was she going to break out into other vocal styles or something like that, just because I've never seen that before. Because here's kind of my train of thought. So I'm thinking, I was trying to find a quick video of because I'm trying to figure out if it's Ella Fitzgerald, because the Ella Fitzgerald version of Summertime that I found is not duplicative. So I'm thinking this is bugging me. Okay, so I'm just not finding I'm not finding the artist that I'm thinking of the version of that song that I feel like she is like blossoming from, because in my mind, the version I'm hearing in my head, which I'm not finding, I'm sure somebody will post it, so thank you in advance. They were talking about the emotion that she has, and I would say that is she does that so well. She conveys it in her voice in a way that actually I would say that might be one of the most interesting versions of Summertime that I've ever heard. Like, captivating, interesting, keeps me there, keeps me curious. Now, part of it, I think, is the fact that she is so young and that voice coming out of that little face and that little body, right? And how much of that, I mean, there's just an intrigue to that. You know, we tend to be fascinated when a young person or a very young looking person has a mature and full voice, which it was interesting to hear her talk just as a kid, because, you know, just going back to re-listen to her speak, nothing unusual there, right? So it's just the depth that she's able to cultivate in her voice and the maturity that she's able to make it sound is part of the intrigue. If that voice came out from a full adult body and a full adult face, I don't know that it would have quite the emotional. I'd be curious. I don't think it would have quite the emotional reaction that it's having for the judges. That being said, I still think it's worthy of reaction in that she's got a great tone. The notes are spot on. It's really listenable and it's really curious. And if you aren't a jazz person or a blues person, I think this is something you could still love, right? Just as it is. I shouldn't even say still. So I find her fascinating. So I wasn't quite sure even how to react because I wasn't sure what else was coming. Like almost like expecting, almost an impressionist to come out. Or was she going to take and do a bunch of different vocal styles? I don't know why I had that thought, but I like almost kept just waiting for a shift and change. And I think maybe that's because one of the things she said going into it was, I'm going to show you how much I love to sing. And I wasn't quite sure, like I said, if this was her vocal style or if this was an homage to whoever it is that I can't think of in the moment, that the version that I'm hearing in my head. So that's a lot of words to say. That was really interesting. And I'm just so curious to hear her do more. Yeah. So I hope all that makes sense. I feel like somehow I'm reacting wrongly to this one, but I just have so many thoughts going through my head of curiosities and wanting to know more. That being said, for an 8-year-old, very impressive. I know this was 8 years ago, so I'm guessing there's more material by her. So feel free to post below and share some of the other ones that you would love me to see and or react to. And feel free to specify if this is just a, hey, go watch this to get to know her, or a, hey, react to this to get to know more of her and what she loves to do. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, that's a lot of ramblings. Thank you so much for this request. I'm so curious to hear more from her and from you guys as an introducing me to her. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, love to hear your comments below. Till next time, take good care and enjoy the music. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.